So I looked at the cameras and there's a portion of it that looks like it's water seeping through. So I'm at the golf course today. I'm actually watching just my friends play. I still haven't, my elbow is injured so I can't swing a golf club right now, but they're doing a little friendly competition. It's my brother and Mike versus Philip and Josh. And what's kind of making it even is my brother is actually playing left-handed. So we'll see how it goes. Personally though, I have my money on Philip and Josh. So while this is going on and we're out here at the cafe, the main line drain is actually flooded right now. So it's flooding the whole inside of the dining room. So I actually got a call from one of my employees. So we're sending a plumber out there right now. So hopefully it gets taken care of within the next hour or so. So I'm not really sure where it stands right now because I missed scoring for like 2 holes, but by the looks of it, I think Josh and Philip are winning right now. But we'll see. It's only a hole, this is hole 5. Every time you come to Westchester, crapshoot if you're gonna die or not. This hole that I'm on right now is in between 2 different fairways, and you have people hitting this way and you have people hitting this way. So, and because it's kind of like a beginner course, not the best golfers come out here. But we come here pretty much every Monday, mainly because they have night golf, so we can actually play until 10 p.m. Alright, so as it stands right now, Philip and Josh, total score of 114. Cody and Mike, total score of 107. So they're actually ahead by 7 strokes, starting the back 9. I got stacks. These kettle cooked lays are so good. Like the crunchiest I've ever had. All right, Josh and Philip, 186. Cody and Mike, 193. So seven strokes. 7 strokes was a kind of a big gap though for one hole.
Yeah, dude. Not for us. That's what I meant. What if Mike holds in one?
Oh, shit. Okay, final score. Cody and Mike, 203. Philip and Josh, 197. So what, 6 strokes.
That's how we do it. You came back.
Not bad. Not bad.
Yeah.
I just got out from the cafe and the leak actually turned out to be much worse than I expected. The main line that runs through all the cafe, it's blocked somewhere and it's just spewing out water from the floor drains. Long story short, we couldn't get a plumber out from our landlord, and there's a dispute between the current plumber. So he's not going to do the work until he gets a full approval and payment. So for tonight, I'm going to wake up every hour 2 hours and check our cameras just to make sure that the cafe is not flooded. If it does start flooding, I'm gonna run over there and then hopefully tomorrow morning we will have an answer from the new plumber to figure out what the status will be and when we can get it fixed. It's gonna be a long night. So I looked at the cameras. There's a portion of it that looks like it's water seeping through. But it could also just be the shadow of the angle, and the camera right now is in black and white because it's dark. So I'm just gonna go check on it really quick just to make sure. So there ended up being some water. I cleaned up most of it for now. I'm just gonna go home. Hopefully the property manager calls me first thing in the morning so I can get this whole thing resolved. This is the parts of owning a small business that people will never ever see. You know, I could just chalk it up as it's the landlord's responsibility. But if something happens to our equipment or we can't operate because it gets damaged, you know, I have no one to blame but myself. You just have to keep doing what is necessary. Hopefully it gets resolved in the morning. So a little update, we got everything fixed and the plumber came actually yesterday morning, got everything settled, and then we had to do a little bit more work with another plumber this morning and we got that settled as well. Everything is back to working order, but today at the other shop, the internet was down pretty much all day from 11:30. So I've been dealing with trying to reconnect, payments weren't processing. It usually happens to us about once a year at both stores, where we can't process payments. Luckily, nowadays technology is pretty good. Like, usually orders will come through once everything is reestablished and everything is fine. So after a couple years, we kind of come to the point where we don't really work in the shops as much. But this is kind of what the job entails. It's like, we're just putting out fires, trying to find solutions. Things arise, we try to settle them. You know, 90% of the time, I would say it's pretty smooth, but that 10% of the time, you know, you feel like a chicken with your head cut off, just trying to figure out what to do. Luckily, you know, it didn't set us back too much financially either, and we were able to settle everything. So, success. Other than that, it's been a long couple days, so I'm just gonna relax the rest of the night, go out to dinner with my family, and just hang out.
It's really not for sure.
So it's now been 3 days since the flooding, and I can say that everything is back to normal, and we got the internet back working up at the other shop yesterday. I think this is a reminder that a lot of times in business or work or life in general, like, we try so hard to control things, and when we do that, that's really what causes the stress, because we realize, like, there's not much we can do about a lot of things. This experience again has kind of taught me everything's going to be okay. Just take it at face value, deal with what you can and do what you can. That's all we can do, you know. We can't control every situation. We can't control what happens to us. We can always control how we react to it. So that's something I constantly try to remind myself of. And I think this experience this last week just helped reiterate that in my life. Thank you all for watching, and please like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you on the next one.